stores, and other ancillary facilities, abattoirs, market sheds, and unlockable market stalls. Are also being provided. So far, 276 of these market infrastructure have been completed, while 194 are at different stages of completion. And these come with storage facilities, as I have said. And some of the beneficiary communities of the market infrastructure are in Salayele, in the Salaga North constituency, Asumarai, existing companies, while 122 are new companies. To date, 48 of the existing company projects have been completed and are operational. Of the 122 new companies, 28 are completed, whilst 31 are at various stages of completion. In addition, 58 special youth-enabled 1D, 1F projects have common user processing factories with financing from the African Development Bank, and these are under construction. And some of the new 1D, 1F projects completed currently include the Agricultural, Industrial and Commercial Products, AICP Limited, D United Foods Industry Limited, Ekumfi Fruit Processing Company, Glufed Ghana Limited, Golden Africa Consumer Products Ghana Limited, and Golden Milan Limited. There have also been various support provided for industrial parks and special economic zones across the country, including Adawa, Apollonia, Tema-Free Zones, Enclave, and so on. The German car manufacturer Volkswagen has opened a car assembly plant in Ghana as we speak, and they've started producing cars. So the process of industrialization and the framework that we've adopted is yielding a lot of fruit. And all of this infrastructure that you are seeing, the industrial infrastructure, as a result of the government incentives that are being given. Housing, ladies and gentlemen, in the area of housing, the focus has been on the provision of housing for public and civil servants, such as teachers and nurses and the security services, and also public housing projects under the State Housing Corporation. If we count the housing projects that government is undertaking, we have a total of 1,229 housing projects that have been undertaken, with 232 completed and 997 ongoing. The Housing Corporation, which was struggling just a few years ago, has been dramatically transformed and building homes for Ghanaians across the country. What is remarkable is that it has used internally generated funds. That means State Housing Corporation has not taken a loan for the last 3 years. They've used their own funds to be expanded. And they have many projects across the country and across many regions. In Upper West, they have a housing project going 55% complete. Central region, they have 3 projects going between 80 and 90% complete. Eastern region, they have 1 project going of 6,000 units, 60% complete. Upper East, 1 project, 20% complete. Ashanti, they have 2 projects, 120 housing units, which is 40% complete, and another 2 housing units, which has been completed. Brong, again 70% complete, and Northern Region, 3 projects going, between 21 is complete at the airport estate in Sanargo, as well as you have the construction of 8 housing units in Zosgo, which is 40% complete. In Western Region, the Sekendi Ituma Estate project, 13 housing units, the 75% complete. And in Safi, we also, again, 500 housing units, which is 20% complete. Greater Accra, there are about 4 major projects, 32 housing units, 24 housing units, 12 housing units, 16 housing units, and they are between 20, 40, 80% and 95% complete. So we are doing a lot in the area of housing, even though we know there's still a lot more to do. But the data is quite solid in this area. We will continue to move. Then I move to sports. A total, ladies and gentlemen, of 68 sports infrastructure projects have been undertaken since 2017, and 12 have been completed and 56 are ongoing. One of the key projects that we are doing in the housing area is the construction of 10 5,000-seater youth and sports centers of excellence in 10 regions of the country. And these are at various stages of completion. In fact, many are near completion. Kaneshi in Greater Accra, Ho in the Volta region, Koforidua in Eastern, Axim in the Western region, Yinahin in Ashanti, Dunkwafin in Central, Doma in Bono, Navrungo in Upper East, Yendi in Northern, and Wa in Upper West. The Accra Sports Stadium, which has not been renovated in a decade, has now been renovated. Renovation works at the Esepong and the Kumasi Sports Stadia have also commenced, and work has resumed on the construction of the University of Ghana Sports Stadium, a project that was started by the NPP government in 2004 and then abandoned by the previous government. We have also completed, or we are continuing the construction of at least 29 astroturfs in several communities across the country, including Medina, Chebi, Dompim, Pepesa, Intakwa, and Suaim, Menshia, Odan, Walewale, Fadama. They are all getting astroturfs, and more will be coming. As you saw, the area of sea defense, we have commenced sea defense projects in Axim, Amanfo, Kuma, Komenda, Cape Coast, Elmina, and Anumabo. These are ongoing. They've started. But we also completed a number of sea defense programs that we inherited. Again, this is to say that we are not abandoning projects that we've inherited, right? So, Abuazi, Ajua, Blekosu, Niltakradi, Nkontumpo. So that's a rather interesting name. So if anybody tells you we have abandoned, it must be in Kontumpo. So, ladies and gentlemen, ports and fish landing sites, where the Takoradi Port Expansion Project is progressing steadily. A multi-purpose container terminal commenced in 2019, and a dry bulk jetty is almost complete. The construction of the Jamestown Harbour has also started. And we are also constructing 10 fish landing sites: Axim, Dix Cove, Senyabreku, Gomoafete, Mori, Mumford, Teshi, Winneba, Elmina, and Kita. And these are all ongoing. Airports, we are, as I said, the construction of the Kumasi Phase 2 and 3 International Airport is 90% complete. We are rehabilitating the Sunyani Airport, and the construction of the Phase 3 of the Tamale Airport is 30% complete. Now we go to railways, and this is the baby of my good friend Joe Gatti. Major transformation is taking place in the railway sector. The whole sector has been rejuvenated. We have major projects which are ongoing and forthcoming, but we are focusing on the ones which we have done. We've completed the rehabilitation of the Accra-Tema railway line, which is 30 kilometers, the Chimota in Sawam, another 33 kilometers, and the Kojokrom-Takwa, which is a 56 kilometer, and these are narrow gauge lines, and we have done that. We've begun the construction of a new standard gauge western line, which is Takoradi to Kumasi. Now, the standard gauge, as the Minister for Railways tells us, is New Testament. That what we've been doing since the colonial times is Old Testament. Now we are in the New Testament, and we are beginning a new standard gauge construction on the western line. The Kojokrom to Mansu section is 22 kilometers, and which is ongoing. Then we have a railway training school in Sekendi, which is complete. And this is going to be the basis for what we want to build, which is the Railway University in Sekendi. The Tema Mpakadan railway line is 97 kilometers. It's ongoing, and approximately 56 kilometers of the track lane has been completed. So we are really on course in the railway sector, and so much is happening. In the area of security, we've undertaken 180 projects, completed 103, and 77 are ongoing. Fire service posts, 22 undertaken, 17 completed, 5 ongoing, and then the 28 municipal district and divisional command buildings for the police and fire service, we've completed 20 of them, 8 are ongoing. Police posts and security posts, 35 have been undertaken, 22 have been completed, 13 ongoing. 73 police stations are being constructed. We've completed 29 and 44 are ongoing. Staff accommodation for security services, we have 21 projects and 14 have been completed and 7 are ongoing. In addition, a major project for the defense of our oil resources, which is the forward operating naval base, is under construction in Ezilibo in the western region. So in addition to this, we've provided 740 vehicles and 3 helicopters to the Ghana Police Service since 2017. 190 vehicles to the Ghana Immigration Service and 138 operational vehicles to the Ghana Armed Forces. So this is major. You look at the infrastructure we are providing the security services is clearly major. Our next focus is going to be on prisons and fire to really retool those services as we go forward. In the energy sector, we have been saddled with an excess capacity as a result of power purchase agreements that are costing the government about $1 billion a year for electricity that we have not consumed. $1 billion that we pay free to somebody for electricity we don't need, that we haven't consumed. Can you think of what you can do with $1 billion every year? Huh? Joe, if I gave you $1 billion for your sector every year, that would be serious transformation. You reach Burkina very quickly. You reach Burkina very quickly. But just think about it, $1 billion a year, because someone has signed agreements saying that even if we don't use the power, we'll have to pay for it. And this is what we have been saddled with. And a lot of this money could have been used for other infrastructure. So our focus has been on trying to get something in the area of renewable energy and extending electricity to rural communities and also improving the transmission and distribution. In the area of electricity extension, we have extended electricity to a total, we are trying to extend electricity to a total of 3,844 communities. We have extended to 2,824, that is completed, and ongoing is 1,020. We've also undertaken a major infrastructure development in the area of the West African gas pipeline, where we've constructed the reverse flow for the West African gas pipeline that enables essentially our gas assets in the west of the country to be used by our plants which are in the east of the country, so on. So this is a major reverse flow that we have done. We are also implementing the following. We've completed 19 substations, and 9 substations are going on, and 2 bulk supply points are also ongoing. And you know, that is quite major. The Bokwasi bulk supply point is 75% complete. Kasua bulk supply point is 35% complete, and the substation at Kanda is 31% complete. Same with that at Lagos. In addition to this, the following transmission system improvement projects that were inherited from the previous government were also completed to improve operational reliability. The 161 to 33 kV Accra Central Gas Insulated Substation project, the 161 33 kV Afienya Substation project, the 330 kV Prestia Kumasi Power Enhancement project, the 330 kV Kumasi Bolgatanga Transmission project, the 330 kV Abuazi Prestia Transmission project. In addition, the 225 kV Bolgatanga Ouagadougou Interconnection Project, which is a component of the West African Power Pool Interzonal Transmission Hub project, was completed, and it's currently facilitating the export of power from Ghana to Burkina Faso. So we have done quite a bit in doing our projects as well as completing what we inherited. I now turn to education. The infrastructure investment in the education sector, ladies and gentlemen, is massive. We are undertaking a total of 2,699 projects in the education sector since we came into office. Of these projects, 1,253 have been completed and 1,446 are ongoing. In the area of senior high school projects, for example, we have completed 448 of these projects. And I must add that if you look at the E-blocks that a lot of noise is being made about, it's very important to note that by 2016, by the end of 2016, the previous government had constructed 29 E-blocks. I think they started with a goal of 200, right? By the end of 2016, they had constructed 29 E-blocks. So we came in, since being in office between 2017 and 2019, we've completed 27 E-blocks. Right? So there's no sense that we are coming in and abandoning projects left, right, and center. We inherited Somanya University project, of course, at a very low stage, but it has now been completed, again, to make that point. Ladies and gentlemen, I now move on to the regional and distribution and district distribution of our infrastructure. Historically, the provision of infrastructure has been concentrated in the big cities to the exclusion of the deprived and rural communities who lack basic infrastructure. With our core policy to leave no district or constituency behind, we have steadily ensured that every constituency or district benefits from some infrastructure projects. To ensure equitable and inclusive growth, the provision of infrastructure, amenities or facilities should not be dictated narrowly by our politics. Every community, district, and region deserves expanded opportunities for growth and improvements in their standard of living. It should not be for government or politicians to decide on the sharing of infrastructure amenities on the basis of tribal, ideological, and political preferences. So to accomplish this infrastructure for all strategy, we have implemented several policy initiatives. These include the one constituency, $1 million. So it doesn't matter which constituency and which region it is, you will get that allocation. One village, one dam. One constituency, one ambulance. One district, one factory. One district, one warehouse. And the Zongo Development Fund. So these are all vehicles that we have put in place to ensure equitable distribution of infrastructure. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me now demonstrate how our delivery tracker portal works. So, and I'll provide you examples of infrastructure across the country from a few regions and districts. So, when you get into the portal, this is the infrastructure portal. It will tell you we have 17,334 projects. We've completed 8,746, ongoing 8,588. Now you may want to search and find out what it is that we have done in the various regions. So you can say Greater Accra, what infrastructure has been provided in Greater Accra. So you go in and then you put Greater Accra and then it will tell you. Greater Accra, we have 1,186 projects, 699 completed, and 487 are ongoing, right? So if you look at Greater Accra, you could say, okay, let me go to Lejokuku, and let me see what is in Lejokuku, right? I want to go and see in the district what is in Lejokuku. So they can go to Lejokuku. 42 projects in total, 17 completed, 25 ongoing. Let me see the projects. So you will see all these projects that are taking place in Lejokuku. So you can scroll down and we will know what's ongoing construction of all these projects in Lejokuku. So this is Lejokuku in Greater Accra. Now I can go to Central Region. For example, let's take Central Region. Go to Central Region and let's see what projects are in Central Region. Central Region, 1,100. So let's see the projects. Scroll down. So you will know. You will see all these 1,000 projects and their status, right? So you will see it all. You will see it all. Now, okay, let's go to, I know, let's go to, go to Gomoa East. Go to Gomoa East, let's see what they have. We have in the Gomoa East in Central Region, right? You apply 37 projects in Gomoa East, and so on. I don't know. Do we have any pictures for Gomoa East? Let's see what is good. Then you'll see what is happening. So you see the projects that are going. Some are not yet completed. And all of that. So you'll get a good sense of what it is. So you get a sense of how the thing works. Let's go to Savannah Region. Savannah region. You see, so you can't, all regions, all districts in the country. So you go to Savannah, we have what, 65 projects taking place, 606 completed, 159. So let me see the projects. So you can go through across all and see all of them. Okay? Fine. Go to Bole. Bole district. 66 projects, 31 completed, 31 ongoing. Let's see the projects. Let's see the projects. So, quite a lot of projects. We are not discriminating. These are the pictures from Bole. You'll see them, which is very good. Okay? All right. So let's go to Western region. Western, let's apply for Western. So 671 projects, 124 completed, 547 ongoing. Now, I want to go to Sekondi. My good friend GHtoday is here. He would like to see what is going on. Sekondi Takrady, sorry. Okay. Sekondi Takrady, let's see what we have. 231 projects, 83 complete. Let's see the projects. You have a lot of projects. Keep going down. Wow. I think he will be retained as a member of parliament for Sekondi. Let's see, do you have pictures for Sekondi? There you are. They are quite big projects. They are quite big projects. Okay. Okay, let me see Volta region. And some of these projects, because of the one constituency, 1 million. If you have more constituencies, you have more projects, and so on. So you have 650 projects, 361 completed, 289. Let's see the projects. So you go through and be able to. There's a demand for K2 South. Let us see. K2 South. Okay, let's see. 23 projects, 7 completed, 16 ongoing. Let's see the projects. Okay, so this is what is going on. Are there any pictures? That's right. So for every district that you have in the country, once you go to deliverytracker.gov.gh, you put in your district, you know what is going on. And this will allow us to keep government, what is happening to this project, and then we can monitor what is happening across. So this is very, very key in terms of where we are going. I would also want to mention that infrastructure today in this world of digitization is no longer just brick and mortar, right? We are talking about soft infrastructure, and we are talking about digital infrastructure. This is the New Testament, as Joe was saying. And the world is changing, and digitization has come, and we are for the last 3.5 years, we have been embarking on a major process of digitizing this country and putting in place the critical soft digital infrastructure, which is going to transform this country. So we are doing the national ID card. So far, about 14 million cards people have been enrolled. We expect it to reach 16 million in the not too distant future. It's going to be key. The digital property addressing system has been put in place. The mobile money interoperability, the first of its kind in Africa, has been put in place, which has made Ghana the fastest growing mobile market in Africa. It's in place, and it has given people access to banking services. The universal QR code has been put in place, and it will be launched in terms of rolled out for general use very soon, where these market sellers don't need a point of sale device to be able to receive money. They will just receive it on their mobile phone and go. But given the payment system infrastructure that has been put in place over the last 3.5 years, Ghana today has one of the most advanced payment system architectures in the world. Not just Africa, but the world. We may not recognize it, but that is in fact the case. And the infrastructure has enabled us to achieve financial inclusion, as well as placed us in the position to go cashless and to formalize this economy very, very quickly. Ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, the investment in infrastructure by the NPP government over the last 3.5 years has been massive. These projects, as I said, can be found on the website, the Delivery Tracker website, and the portal also contains a picture gallery of various projects. With the introduction of the Delivery Tracker website, we have introduced a new dimension of transparency and accountability in the governance of this country. Ladies and gentlemen, notwithstanding the impact of COVID-19 on the completion times of some projects, the data indicates that in the Fourth Republic, no government has achieved as much in its first term of office in terms of infrastructure projects it initiated in that first term as the government of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. No government. Our opponents are welcome to show us what they accomplished by way of infrastructure initiated in their first term of office. They are welcome. They should bring the data, and we will interrogate it. This is because virtually all the key projects that they point to were completed in their second term. We are, however, happy to compare our 3.5-year record with their 8-year record in the area of infrastructure. In many communities across this country, the data will show that the infrastructure we have provided in many districts over the last 3.5 years surpasses what they provided in 8 years to those districts. But what is most important to note and most interesting to note is that we have done all this while actually spending less on infrastructure as a percentage of our GDP. We have done more by spending less. And that means what? We have more value for money. That is what it is. Also, contrary to the propaganda, the evidence is that we have also completed and we are working to complete many projects that our government inherited. We have also put in place a solid base of digital infrastructure to propel the digital economy of Ghana. And ladies and gentlemen, I also like to note that we are not just building infrastructure. As for building infrastructure, anybody can build.
Thank you very much.